Crime is out of control and things are getting worse. Graffiti is all over Pahrump, and homeless camps are on the rise, with homeless crime at what feels like an all-time high. Our sheriff's deputies are spread very thin, and we cannot keep up with the rise in homelessness and the crime that comes with it. I have a solution, and I need your help. Under state law, Nye County may hire security officers that work directly for the county. And this upcoming Tuesday, April 15th, I have an item on the agenda so that Nye County can hire security officers. If passed, this agenda item only authorizes research on how to start a security force under this specific law. These security officers will focus on very specific things: stopping homeless camps, graffiti, and other crimes that go on in parking lots of shopping centers here in our town, and to finally clean up our public parks. We are under attack, and things are not getting any better. Let me give you an example. Last Monday night, I went out to an area near the Walmart and found a homeless camp at the side and rear of the building. I reported this to code enforcement, and I went out Wednesday morning, 2 days later, to look again. Wednesday morning at 9:15 a.m., they were still there. Code enforcement went by at 9:39 a.m., and they were gone. They probably saw my county car and left for the day. But later, after 5, after my commissioner meeting, I went by there again, and they were back. This time there were more people behind the building, and there was a car parked there with a Florida license plate with blacked out windows. And someone even approached me and made some kind of reference to drugs. I went back even later that evening, and they were still there. If my proposed security force was in place, they could have made sure that no drug transactions or drug usage was going on, and that no citizens were hassled. My security force would watch, report, and discourage criminals from making Pahrump their favorite place to commit crimes. Criminals don't want a security force watching their every move. These people will eventually leave town. And if my colleagues on the commission were to allow it, this security force could become Category 2 peace officers, meaning that they could arrest any criminals and make sure these criminals are reported to ICE if they're illegal. This, of course, would have to be discussed, and likely they would have to be discussed after the security force is put into place. I've been told also by sheriff's deputies that many criminals that our deputies come into contact with have warrants in other places like Las Vegas or California, meaning that they're wanted for an arrest. Because a lot of these warrants are what they call non-extraditable warrants, these criminals are not picked up, and instead they're just let go on Pahrump streets because Las Vegas doesn't want them back. There's nothing that our sheriff can do about this. We're just outmanned by the criminals, and I just want to put more officers on our streets, either security officers or peace officers. We can fund this security force without adding to the budget by putting them on short-term contracts and without raising taxes. We could even hire an outside company to do the work. And again, this vote would just allow us to have these discussions on how this might work. My proposed security force will be voted on at the Tuesday, April 15th commissioner meeting, and I hope you'll stand with me and fight back the Las Vegas and California criminals who have come here to Pahrump to ruin our rural community. You can go to the meeting, or you can call into the meeting. I'll put a link on my webpage at www.ianbayne.com, where you can go and get information about the meeting. So help me return Las Vegas crime back to Las Vegas, where it belongs. I'm Ian Bayne, and I authorize this message.